What's going on YouTube? My name is Zach with Android Digest, and today I'm going to be reviewing the keyboard cover for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. So let's get it started. So this keyboard cover, it does start out at $350, and that might seem like a very high price, and honestly, it is. But I will say that some of you are going to find some pretty good deals on this keyboard cover. I'm sure that Samsung will package it with the tablet itself to provide some deals for those people. There's also educational discounts, and I'm sure this will go on sale over time as well. Now, if you do find this keyboard cover and it's not on sale, and if you find it for $350, I still think that you should still consider buying it. Because if you spend over $1,000 on your tablet, it might be worth spending a little bit more money to actually enjoy it. But I do still feel like there are some cons to this keyboard cover, and that means some of you might not want to buy it. So let's start off by talking about the two different pieces of this case. First, you have this right here. This is actually magnetic. Once you magnetize this to the back of your tablet, you're going to find that it's actually really nice because it does have this little kickstand here. It has so many different cool positions. This is very similar to the detachable keyboard from the Tab S7 Plus. So the keyboard here, it actually attaches to the bottom of your tablet with these magnets here. So it's really nice that you don't always have to have both of these connected at the same time. Now let's talk about the keyboard for a minute. On the top of this tablet, you have all these function keys, and that's awesome because you can actually control brightness. You can actually control the keyboard's brightness because this does have backlighting, and you can control that right from the keyboard. You can go into Samsung Dex, so there's all these different things that you could do with the keyboard cover right from this top row of keys. The keys are also a little bit bigger than the keyboard from the Tab S7 Plus, and that's because this is a larger screen on the tablet, of course, because the Tab S8 Ultra is 14.6 inches, so if you're trying to fit a keyboard cover to that, of course it's going to be a little bit bigger. Now that's a pro and a con, because if you try to fit this on your lap, it's going to be very, very hard. For me personally, I can fit it in one or two positions on the kickstand, but I don't have a lot of wiggle room. Now some of you that are a little bit taller might not have that issue. I am 6 foot tall, and I still have issues using this on my lap sometimes. Now again, I can use it on my lap, I just can't adjust it a lot. But a lot of you bought your tablet because you want a huge keyboard, and this keyboard, it is very, very nice, it is very large, and it feels in a lot of ways like a laptop keyboard. But one thing you need to keep in mind is that it's very thin. This keyboard is super thin, and that's good and bad. It's good because you could travel with it, and that's why they made it so thin. They wanted this to be thin and lightweight just like the tablet, so if you bring this on the go, you don't have to carry around something big and bulky. But on the other end, I really do wish they put a little more weight to this. I wish they made it a little bit bigger because there's not a ton of travel on the keys. The key travel feels very similar to the Tab S7 Plus keyboard, and that's not a terrible thing, but if I do use this on a table, the travel, it does feel very, very thin. Now I did notice one minor issue with this keyboard cover, and that was accidental trackpad clicks. Now it was only making the noises, it wasn't accidentally clicking on the screen, at least very often. Now all you have to do is apply a little bit of pressure here and here to the left and right of the trackpad, and if you put your wrist down on it, maybe to rest your wrist while you're typing, if you do that while this is on your lap, you could accidentally click the trackpad. Now I noticed that it really did depend if I was sitting on a recliner or if I was sitting on the sofa. It really depended on the angle of the kickstand. And if you're just messing with the trackpad with one hand and you do accidentally make a click, it will actually register that click on the screen because you had your finger on the trackpad. Now that's a minor thing. A lot of people are not going to point that out. I don't think it's something that's going to affect a lot of you because again, you can change this based on how you position the keyboard and the kickstand. And you can also change this based on if you use this on your lap or on a desk. But I really don't think a lot of you should let that negativity bring you down, because if you look at the totality of what this keyboard cover provides, it does provide an improved trackpad that is very, very nice. If you compare it to the trackpad in the Tab S7 Plus, again, it's very improved. I'm not sure if it's glass, but it sure does feel premium. The keys also feel more premium than the keys in the Tab S7 Plus. That keyboard cover was very, very nice, but again, these keys, I don't know what it is. They have about the same travel, but they do feel more premium in this keyboard. So this does feel like a good upgraded model over the Tab S7 Plus keyboard. You do have backlighting, which is something a lot of us have been asking for. You have a more spacious keyboard, which is really, really nice. You have an improved trackpad, improved keys, and the only real downsides to this keyboard cover, number one, it's going to be the travel of the keys. Some of you, if you could buy a Bluetooth keyboard on the side, you would get more travel from the keys. But if you do that, of course, you're going going to lose the portability of this. So you have to decide, do you want a portable keyboard with less travel, or do you want something with more travel? That's something you're going to have to decide. And outside of not having a lot of travel, there's really not a lot to dislike about this keyboard cover. Those accidental clicks on the trackpad aren't really going to do anything unless you're actually using the trackpad while you make that accidental click. And a lot of you can avoid those anyway. It's not something that has to happen all the time, unless again you're using this on your lap 24/7. So the cons to this device are very minor, but I think the biggest con of all is simply the price, $350. So if you're out there and you see this and you're asking yourself, is it worth it? It really just depends on the person. If you like a lot of the pros that I was talking about, maybe you had the keyboard cover from the Tab S7 Plus, you notice that the keys feel a little bit better, that the trackpad does feel better. Hey, this might seem like a good upgrade and a keyboard cover worth buying. This keyboard cover has a lot to like about it. Now, if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of money, I think that's okay. That's an understandable con, right? $350 is a lot of money. And if you're that person, I don't think you need to stress it. You could find a good case for $30, $40, and even if you go premium, you could find a $70 case, and then you could pair it with a great Bluetooth keyboard for $50 or even $100. And you'll still save a lot of money compared to the whole package here. But if they are offering a deal on this keyboard cover, maybe you see it on sale, or maybe they're packaging it with the tablet itself. I think this keyboard cover is absolutely great as long as you're okay with the minor compromises. So hopefully this video has helped you. I really hope you liked it. Please give me a like if you did, and also give me a sub. That would mean a lot to my channel. And one other way you could help me is just by supporting my channel by using my links. I do have affiliate links in the description, and that's a good way to support a smaller YouTuber like me. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will be very responsive. Thank you all so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. And if you have any more time, check out some other videos. Thank you.